Hi everyone, my name is Sam and welcome to my first ever Flosstube. So I'm hoping to go through with you sort of what I'm working on and what I plan to do, and I'm hoping there's something in there that you guys enjoy as well. Just to start off a bit about me, I'm 30 years old and I'm from Yorkshire in England. I've got partner Ryan, who I've been with for 5 years, and we've got a little girl, Elizabeth, who will be 2 next month. I'm an optician for a living, so out of the house all day, every day. So I get all my stitchy time in on an evening when my little one's gone to bed. Today is 27th of July and it's actually 11 p.m. because that's when my little one is fast out and the house is nice and quiet and there's just the rustling of the dogs in their bed in the corner playing. So yeah, that's me. So let's get started. So I started cross stitching sort of on and off in 2019, but sort of that was when I was having my little girl and I wasn't really committed to it. I'm mainly a crocheter, so completely different, but I wanted something that I could just sit down with in the living room or take to bed on an evening or even take to work and do my cross stitch in my lunch break. And that's when I decided to do the switch. I still do the odd crocheting, but now I'm all for the cross stitch. And because I found you guys on Flosstube, I thought, you know what, why not? Let me just give it a go, see if you guys like what I do, and hopefully somebody watches it, but we'll see. So to start off on my WIPs, I decided to go all out when I started cross stitching again in May, and I decided to jump straight in with some heaven and earth designs. Mental, I know. Why I did it, I will never know, but here we go. So this is the one that I started off with first. Hopefully you can see that. So this is the mini Little Red Riding Hood, artwork by Anya Kai. I'm really into sort of Disney and Harry Potter, but sort of twisted fairy tales or gothic artwork I absolutely love, and I felt like that this was a bit of a mixture of all of that together. So I decided to do this on 25 count even weave, and it was my first time doing a really big piece. Everything else had been on sort of like 14 count Ada or 18 count Ada, but I wanted something that was gonna look like artwork basically. So this is where I am. Again, hopefully you can see that. I think the camera's trying to pick up my face instead. So not too far in, but starting to get the picture together. So I started this in May of this year, and so far I've done 6,181 stitches, which is 8.9%. I got on sort of a really good run with this one, and I actually really enjoyed it. The colours are beautiful. I don't know if you can see that, but there's some some sparklies in there as well, which I really quite like. But I've actually made a counting mistake and I've lost motivation with it a little bit since, so I've gone wrong kind of around here. But my plan is the next time I work on it to start working up from the bottom round, and hopefully I can rectify it. Because they're such light stitches in that area, I think I might just be able to go over them and hopefully don't have to frog any, but we'll see. That is, time will tell on that one. So around the same time, actually it was while I was waiting for my floss to come. I am so impatient and I was itching to get started on a big project. It was the midst of sort of another lockdown, I think, here in England, and I said to my other half, you choose me a pattern off my wish list off the Heaven and Earth website and I'm going to make a start on that. And he chose the biggest bloody one on my wish list, which is Autumn. And that one is by Josephine Wall. Sorry, I don't think I got that quite in there. It's absolutely beautiful. The colours are outstanding, and autumn is my favouriteest time of year by far. So I was quite excited to start this one until I saw the size of the fabric. This one is 525 stitches by 646. So I think this one is going to be on my WIP pile for a long time. And whenever I do finish it, I have no idea where I'm going to put it. But I do absolutely love it. So this is on the easy count, and this is 28 count, this one. Hopefully you can see, I don't know if you can see some of the colours in there, but they are absolutely stunning. I love it so much. And all that actually is just part of this little tiny corner here. So that is 4,926 stitches, and that's 1.5%. And I don't know how many days I've spent on that. I've probably spent about, what, 2 weeks, I would say, solid on that one. And yeah, 1.5%. So that one is going to be around for a long time. My next one, I started this probably at the end of May, so not too long after I got the other two. I decided to jump in with another full coverage, because why the hell not? Maleficent is my absolute favourite Disney villain. So I saw this on Etsy and absolutely fell in love with it. I think it's gorgeous. This is purchased from Shades of Cross Stitch, but it's spelled like X Stitch if you wanted to look it up yourself. I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with this one, if I'm being honest. As much as I love the design, I am not loving the pattern. So I've done a full 1.5 pages of this. This is on 25 count, this one, 25 count eve and weave. And I've done 6,817 stitches, and this is 6.6%. This is 1.5 pages of the pattern, and it's all one colour. And I lost it with it, to be honest. I lost all my motivation with it, but I still love the pattern. So I'm going to keep it in my WIP pile for now. I don't want to discard it. I think I will come back to it, but I am not in no rush to get back to that one. But hopefully I will soon. So my next two I actually only got within the last week, which is crazy. But I've gone on a bit of a spending spree on Etsy once again. I'm pretty sure I spend more time shopping for cross stitch than I do actually stitching, but it's a hobby in itself. So this is my next one. I've actually seen a few on Flosstube doing this one, and again it's stunning. It really fits in with my love of Disney, and yeah, as soon as I saw it I wanted to do it. Now I did something a little bit different with this one, and I kind of wish I hadn't now, but again, I've committed. So I wanted to use my mass of floss and fabric that I already had. So it's kind of a destash project really, if you want to call it that. It should have been on 14 count, but I decided I didn't want to do it on 14 count, and I've done it on 28. Now that was great until, sorry, let me put this behind because I don't think you're going to see, until it started to do the back stitch, which was bloody awful on this count. But I still kind of like how it's come out. One thing I think I am going to have to do differently is because I substituted the DMC myself. Sorry, I should have said all the others are the call for DMC except for this one. Around here, the really dark purple, I think should have actually been a lighter colour. So I may actually frog some of that and change it. But I don't know. I quite like how it's coming together. It's stitching together really, really nicely and really easily. And I've got my little Disney pin there as well to go with it. So I started this on the 20th of July. It's the 27th today. So it's literally been a week. And I've already done 4,650 stitches on this one, which is 18%. So I'm absolutely smashing that one at the moment. Really enjoying it, but like I said, I think I am gonna change that one further down the line, but we will see. My next one I purchased on the 25th, so this was 2 days ago, and this is from Thread Geek. I did actually purchase this one through Etsy, but they have got their website. I would say go straight to their website because they are cheaper. And this is kind of like, I don't know, like a zombie Alice. It's called Not Your Alice, and I absolutely love this one. When I got all the DMC together for this one and I'm doing all the call for, I was a bit like, okay, the colours are probably the most boring selection of colours you have ever seen in DMC, but I think the final piece will look stunning. So as I said, I've only just started this one. I've only had sort of 2 nights on it, and I'm actually using bobbins for the first time, and I'm doing it as I go on this one, which is taking me even longer. It's taking me so long to do this one, and it's pretty confetti mad as well. There was a couple of big sections of black, but all the rest is just like single or a couple of stitches. So I've kind of done a mixture of cross country and parking in sort of a 30 by 30 stitch block. We'll see how I get on with that, but you can see by how many threads are down here, that's how much confetti there is in there. I just have to say, I absolutely love the needle minder that I got to go with this one. Yeah, I love that. I got that off Etsy as well. So I've done this on 28 count even weave again, and I have in the space of 2 nights done 915 stitches, which is just under 1%. So even though this is quite a new one, I like the design, but the pattern is not exciting me. It's not one I could just sit and watch TV or watch Flosstube. I really need to like concentrate with this one, whereas the Disney one, I'm away with that. So I'll just keep on going with that one as and when. I don't think it's going to be a main focus, but again, it's going to stay in my WIP pile because I really like the design. So that is what I'm working on at the moment. I've got a couple of patterns that I'm about to start. So the first one is the Pumpkin Spice Latte by the Witchy Stitcher. I am mad for everything autumn, fall, and Starbucks and Costa and any other coffees are my go-to. I just love the design. I think it's funny. I love the colours in it, and it's just something a bit unique. So I only bought that yesterday, so I've not done anything on it at all. I did try my first time actually trying to dye a piece of fabric to do this one. I don't think I'll use it, but I'm going to show you guys anyway, just to see what you think. I'm not ironed it either, so please don't judge. It is a, let me just put this behind so you can see. This is 18 count Ada, and I tried to do sort of the tea mottle effect, but I used some very out of date flavoured tea bags that were in my cupboard that are mango and strawberry flavoured, and I was hoping the orange would come out a little bit more, but it's really the pink. But I think it will still look nice, but I'm just not sure yet. I'm not sure. So that is one that I'm going to interchange with my Disney Castle one, so I can, when I'm sort of just relaxing and I want an easy quick stitch, I'm gonna be working on this one. Quite excited to start that one. The next one I'm doing is the Witchy Stitcher Sal, which I've never done a Sal before, and I'm counting down the days, to be quite honest. I feel like a kid waiting for Christmas Day. I love the Witchy Stitcher Facebook group. If any of you are in that, I just want to say thank you for making me feel so welcome, and the sense of humour, oh, it's right up my street. Everybody's so funny, easygoing, and no matter your age, your gender, what you're into, where you're from, it does not matter. Everybody's welcome there, and it's just so funny. I love it. So that one is to do with I can't remember what it's called. It's to do with sort of monsters that are myths, so like Loch Ness and Bigfoot and things like that. But it's going to be more of like a Victorian style, and that's going to be a weekly release of the pattern. So I can't wait for that. I think it goes on for 16 weeks, I want to say, but there's quite a few breaks along the way. Like Halloween there's a break and Christmas there's a break, so it's quite chilled really, and I think there'll be a lot of support from the group as well. There's a few like Zoom groups going ahead where you can stitch together, which I think will be quite nice. Hopefully I can get involved with that. So on the information sheet, which you get emailed to you once you've purchased the pattern, she gives you all the call for threads, which I've ordered from Lakeside Needlecraft, which is my go-to place. And she also said that you want a really light sort of like vintage almost kind of coloured fabric. It's mainly black. I think there's like 14,000 stitches that are all in black, and out of all the other colours there's like a few hundred, so that gives you an idea of what kind of colour scheme she's going for. So I did two things. I tried doing the tea dyeing. Again, it didn't go very well, but this is 18 count. I don't think you'll even be able to see it on here. It's very, very lightly mottled, and I used far too many tea bags, and I didn't keep it in the oven for long enough because I was a bit of a wimp, and I think I should have rinsed it, but I've done it now. I don't think I'm going to use it for that because I think it will just be too dark. I really want the black to pop, and I'm not sure it will on there, but we will see. I think I'm going to have to do some practice threads just to see how it comes out. I might even try rinsing it and see if I can lighten it up a bit, but I'm not sure. As a backup, because I knew it was going to be disastrous, I ordered this one off, let me just double it over so you can't see through it. I ordered this one from Etsy that came super quick, and this is very light. It's like a cream, but then it's got just like specks of brown in. What might work with this if I did maybe dabs of the tea bag on here. I know a couple of ladies in the Facebook group said that they'd done that to try and get the mottled effect. It's quite rigid, this, so I'm not quite sure how it will work, but that could be an option. So I'm gonna decide what I want to do with that. And I bought that from Etsy. Sorry, I thought it might be the name on the label, but there isn't. So I've done a massive Lakeside Needlecraft haul. All the floss for the Alice and the Witchy Stitcher Sal, and then also for the pumpkin spice latte. So yeah, I've spent a lot over the last few weeks. I also, like I said, I was trying to do the bobbins for the first time. So I ordered a bunch of these, which I think are about £6 or £7, and they hold so many. I ordered 3 of these, and I'm probably going to need all 3, if not more. And then I just ordered loads of the cheap packs of bobbins to get me started. The other things I ordered was just because I can, was 2 different sort of sparkly fabrics that are, that's like a purple mottled, and it's got like flecks of silver in there. I don't think you'll be able to see that very well. And then that's like a pink version. I bought those off Etsy as well, some late night shopping. But the one thing I'm really excited about is dropped on the floor, so I'm gonna get that. One thing that I have seen time and time again on Flosstube, and I was dying to get one for myself, is the Hello Pumpkin needle minder. Hopefully that's gonna show up. Is it? Yeah, there we go. And I'm sure if any of you have seen Flosstube before, you are going to be familiar with that. That's from Caterpillar Cross Stitch, and I absolutely love this. So this is going to go with my pumpkin spice latte pattern, and I can't wait. So I think that's about it for everything that I'm working on and what I've bought. In terms of going forward, what I plan to do is, depending on how you guys respond, is hopefully do a video maybe once every 2 to 3 weeks once I've got some progress to show you. If you want to sort of find me out on Facebook or Instagram, I'll put that below if I can figure out how to do it. And if anybody has got any questions or they want to know specifically where I've got anything, just give me a shout. I'm not very organised and I've not written half of the things down that I wanted to go through, and I've probably whizzed through it far too quickly, but hopefully you enjoyed it and you will come back to see others in the future. So thank you so much, and I will speak to you soon. Bye.